Hey, so are you guys feeling this intense portal energy, full moon energy coming through? It's been, what is today, Wednesday? So it's already been a week. It's, for me, I've been feeling it all for about 6 days now. It's been like the longest, most intense buildup of this type of energy that's coming through. And normally when we have a portal opening up, so, there's always portal energy days where the energy is supposed to be helpful, healing, we have opportunities, there's light codes that come through it. Normally when these portals open up, there's kind of like a giddiness, like an excited energy that you can feel with it. But this one's been different. This one has been like, it's almost like, you have this present before you and you're excited because you have a present in front of you and you can't wait to see what's inside it, and you open it up and it's empty. It's been like moment after moment like that. Like, okay, one moment, yeah, I can feel it. This is good. I can feel it. Feeling inspired, feeling awake, feeling connected. And then the next moment, like, can't walk, feeling wobbly, feeling ungrounded, feeling confusion, feeling angry, like feeling defensive, feeling, yeah. So again, I know they've been saying to us that it's going to be like the roller coaster, that kind of energy for a while, but this is like, maybe not even a roller coaster. It's like a elevator, like whoop to the bottom, whoop to the top, whoop to the bottom. And when I felt into, so normally when a portal comes in, or even like the full moon energy, right, that we're having that right now because the full moon's tomorrow as well, which is illumination, right? Everything's getting illuminated. Everything's coming up for you to see, right? That's, when they show me these energy cycles coming through, they're usually they're saying moments. So they're just moments, right? They're not long lasting at all. But when I'm feeling into this current energy cycle that we're in right now, it feels long. It doesn't feel short and quick. It feels like we're in it for a bit. Like this is going to be a bit of a long haul. And again, I feel like there's that combination of stuff that's happening behind the scenes, like the stuff that we don't see with our 3D perception, right? That's, the stuff that's collectively happening on the planet, with the light, with the dark, with, the ascension of this planet and all of the beings on it. So we're really coming into, it's like this buildup of energy, right? And we're feeling like the transition happening. It's almost like, it's interesting the way they're showing it to me now. It's almost like we're going in for like laser eye surgery to correct our vision, which you do actually when you're awake. You have the surgery while you're awake. But instead of them numbing it all so that we don't feel it, we're seeing it and feeling it at the same time. So it's like they forgot to give us the anesthesia. We're feeling it, all of it right now. And it's interesting because there's that excitement that comes in that goes, okay, so if these really dark, heavy feelings are coming up to the surface to be cleared, that means that they're transitioning out, they're leaving. So that's really something to be celebrated, something to get excited about. But it's like, it's like when you're giving birth, it's like, the moments before that baby comes out, you are in pain, the worst pain you could ever possibly imagine. And then once the baby comes out, the pain completely stops. It just completely goes away. And that's what it feels like is happening right now. But it's feeling like we are in labor. It's feeling like we're having those labor pains. Like we're That's that, the big surge of emotions that come in, and it can be like joy, right? You're feeling the joy, you're feeling the bliss, you're feeling the light, you're feeling all that. And then again, then the next moment, like it doesn't last for very long. And then the next moment you're sitting there and you're like, what am I doing wrong? Like, why am I not getting this? Like, why, I had to literally yell out to God and to the angels today. Like, I literally, had to yell out to them, like, I need your help now. Like, whatever this is that's happening, I need your help now. And it sucks when you get to the point where you're like asking for support and praying for support, and it's not happening instantly, or it's not happening as quick as you want it to happen, or you feel like you need it to happen. And that's where that patience part comes in that we're all so good at. But it's also, they're saying to me, a test of our faith right now. So, is part of what we're going through right now, part of like this big expansion, this big push, all of this, is it to test our faith? Like, is it going to put us on the edge of the cliff and we, are getting pushed off, and we have to jump and we have to trust that we will be saved at the bottom, that we won't be splat out the bottom? Is that part of that? And that those who don't jump, those that stay on the top of the cliff, that I don't know. I honestly don't know. And when I follow that, they're giving me nothing with that. So they're not going to answer that question. And sometimes that's how guidance happens. Sometimes they don't give us all of the answers, right? Sometimes they only give us what we need. Because I guess it would be kind of like, if I told you the ending of the book, you would probably put the book down. You probably wouldn't bother reading the book. So that's probably why they don't always give us all of the answers. Another really important thing to remember, though, is that nothing is ever written in stone, right? Everything is always shifting and changing. Like, literally, this planet could be, scheduled for destruction tomorrow. But there could be a whole alignment with, resurrection and light and, peace and love and joy that comes through, and then it takes it off the books. Because things do happen like that, believe it or not. Sometimes things are, happen. Sometimes things are destined to happen, right? That's part of the destiny of things. But things can change, things can shift, and things can change. And I can tell you this, that's huge to remember when you're healing, when you're going through something, or when you're in a dark place in a relationship, or when your career is sucking, or your bank account is empty. It's really, really important to remind yourself that those things can change, right? Nothing is written in stone. The state that you're in right now is not written in stone. So it means that it's movable, it's changeable, it can be altered. And, I think sometimes that's why, remember they talk as I'm talking, they said altered states. That's why sometimes we feel like we're in that altered state. And it's because that's kind of where we need to get the clarity. It's kind of like when we're in this state, when we're in this alignment, in this timeline, we're seeing things very limited, right? We've boxed ourselves in. And so we get pushed, right, into the altered state, which then changes the perception, right? Changes the way we perceive things. And then we can go back in with this new way of seeing things, this new way of experiencing things, right? With like a breath of fresh air, because then we can feel that expansion between the two spaces, right? So do your best, because I know I'm doing my best. I'm literally moment by moment doing my best. And, remind yourself that our best is not always perfect, right? Sometimes we're going to be that, screaming lunatic that's angry. And sometimes we're going to be that crying on the ground and giving up. And sometimes we're going to be that feeling full of love and full of light and joy and bliss. And sometimes, like right now, we're feeling it all at once. We are feeling it all at once. So as long as we can keep on laughing a little bit, even if the next minute we're crying, we're going to get through this. We're going to get through it. We're going to see what this party is all about. We're going to unwrap the present and actually find the present inside whatever that present is meant to be for us all. So do yourself a favor, use this big energy that's coming through to create, to manifest, to create an intention, because it's like the universe is all ears right now. It's listening, and it's picking up on our vibration, on our frequency. And so if there's stuff that you want right now, put it out there. Let that be like, this is what's happening for me now. Demand it. In the same way that I was demanding from God and the angels today, demand it. Your order might not be placed instantly, but it's in there. And the intensity of the way you've asked for it shows that you're willing to take the actions and do what you need to be able to make it all come through for you. So hang in there, guys. You're not alone. Remember, we're healing. This is healing. This is what healing looks like. Sending you guys all huge blessings.